Welcome back. We're talking with Tina Addison, founder and CEO of Good Food for Everyone. Tina, so far we've explained the relationship between good food, nutrition, hunger, food pantries, and volunteer community gardens. They all go together in such a wonderful way. That is, people who are hungry need to have access to healthy, good food, which pantries are not always able to provide. And if more people nationwide would copy your formula of residents growing and then donating the produce to their food pantries, it would make a big dent in our country's nutritional and hunger epidemic. So now let's have some fun and explain how to grow your own volunteer community garden.
Okay, Rob, this is almost like preparing a big family dinner. Make an appointment to meet with your local food pantry director. Discover how many members of the pantry that it provides for. That will help you define the size of the garden, the vegetable choices you will make, and how many volunteer farmers you will be needing.
Okay, so Tina, how do you find the volunteers?
Begin by identifying how information is circulated in your specific community. In Norfolk, Massachusetts, where I live, we have a community website. It was a great starting point for advertising the garden. The sign located on the street of our garden was not only a great eye catcher, but also it proved to be the best advertising medium. Identify where large groups of neighbors meet, be it a house of worship, volunteer organizations, libraries, schools, Grange organizations, Girl Scouts, and Boy Scouts are other great places to find volunteers.
How do you choose your garden location?
Research what open land is available in your community. Once you find it, make sure it is the sunniest spot you can secure. A great garden needs at least 6 to 8 hours of sunshine daily. A water source is an additional asset to have.
So, Tina, what are your planting do's and don'ts?
In real estate, the 3 most important qualities are location, location, location. In the garden, it is soil, soil, and soil. If you're a newcomer to farming, check out your nearest garden center. Ask the salespersons your gardening questions. Because they are local to you, they will be knowledgeable about what special needs your soil and vegetables will demand. Last and not least, weed control. I love using newspaper covered by salt marsh hay or a heated hay straw product. The newspapers prevent the weeds from growing and the hay keep the papers in place. Both of these hays do not have seeds, so they won't contribute to the weed population.
Now, please tell us how you harvest and distribute the produce to the food pantry.
Rob, arrange for a meeting with the director of your food pantry. Identify how often your pantry distributes food and what their expectations are of you. In my town of Norfolk, Massachusetts, the food pantry serves 20 households and is entirely volunteer. Pickup for the members is Saturdays only. That meant we had to wash and correctly store the produce for up to a week. Research how to effectively store each vegetable so that on pickup day they are fresh and delicious. You will quickly get an idea of how many of each vegetable pantry members are requesting. On weeks when your garden is giving you a plentiful bounty, identify another pantry that you can bring the produce to. Ours happened to be the neighboring town that serves more than 900 households.
How about planning for the next year?
This first year, I made the executive decisions of what vegetables we would grow. I basically went with crops I had a good luck with in the past and that I knew did well in our specific soil and climate. However, not everyone at the food pantry had my love for vegetables or the varieties I had chosen. Most people are frightened of patty pan squash, my personal favorite. Describing an easy recipe helped the non-vegetable friendly members be willing to try that new veggie. I am pleased to say No one complained about the samples of chocolate chip zucchini bread that I had made.
So for people who don't know patty pan squash, they need to try it. And for chocoholics like me, chocolate zucchini bread is awesome.
Believe me, try it, you'll like it.
All right. So let's take a short break. Stay with us. When we come back, Tina Addison will explore the joys of harvesting vegetables. Stay with us.
Next, we have my personal favorite in the garden, patty pan squash. This is a squash that's a cross between the texture of zucchini and the sweetness of the yellow squash. And right here you can see it growing for you. It's very pretty. It has sort of a rippled edge to it. This squash, I had to talk people into it at the food pantry and give them some ideas how to eat it. But it ended up being everybody else's favorite too.